A Women's Courtship Guide 2. Chapter 1. How to attract guys. How to pick up guys. According to a chick whose job is to transcribe personal ads over the phone, she said guys are simple, they want someone pretty. That's it, pretty, not trendy, vanity, makeup, attitude, just pretty in a simple, unassuming way. Guys are pretty easy. In the previous section, I just said that girls almost never acknowledge to guys that they're romantically interested, so if you show most guys some interest, they will fall over backwards because they're not used to it. If you go up to any guy and start talking to him about anything, in a minute or so, he will think you're romantically interested, so make a pause in the conversation and see if he wants to keep it going by making some stupid statement that shows he's game. When a girl sees her dream boat, you gotta get in his face while still being graceful, poised and elegant. Smile, jut your chest out, give him the come on look, see section up ahead, nod and say, hi. Keep the eye contact. Flirt any way you can. An easy one is some kind of compliment about anything, his car, anything, or just stroke your hair back a bit, expose your armpit to him and smack your lips. A body language book I read said that if you show him your armpit by stroking your hair back, it means you're hot and want him. If you're really bold, ask him out. If you wait for your dream boat to make a move, you might wait forever. It's all about eye contact. Guys know this. The longer the contact, the more you're interested. Because girls rarely hit on guys, all guys love to be hit on. Get in his face, jut your chest out, wear tight clothes, smile, flirt, bat your eyelids, stroke your hair back. That's about it. Then you gotta be nice and reasonably attractive, or make reasonable attempts to look good without going overboard. Other than that, show him you're a woman of substance by doing worthwhile, inspired things in your life. Guys want a pretty girl. They really don't want fat, nor do they want too much makeup or vanity, but most of all, they want somebody like them, down to earth, who knows what reality is and doesn't live in a dream world. At least, that's what I want. I want feminine and nice, but I want a realist too. Don't play hard to get. Men don't go for games. Contrary to the deluded myth, it doesn't make you more appealing, nor do guys want a so-called challenge with a girl playing hard to get. They get enough problems without some bitch playing hard to get. They know there will be another bus in 10 minutes. Don't be too fashionable or glossy. Men won't approach you. Maybe a construction crew will whistle at you, but men won't approach you alone because they think that you think you're high and mighty. Don't expect him to wine and dine you at expensive places. He's probably just another guy trying to get by. Men are not dumb people who just want sex. They're as emotional as you are, but they keep it in. Let them be romantic. Many men are lone wolves. They will fall in love with you, but don't expect them to open up to your family and friends. Their natures are solitary, one woman and that's it. They didn't pick your family and friends, just you. It's not that they don't like them. It's just that they're not interested in them, they're just interested in you. I saw one girl wearing a t-shirt with the caption "porn star" on it. I'm sure she gets hit on or the smiles several times a day. If you could go to some place like Rio, Brazil, or Ibiza, Spain, and see how casual the sex is between the girls and guys, you'd realize that a lot of this westernized, soulmate, monogamous ideal doesn't seem to ring true when there are people meeting each other, having sex with whoever they want, then moving on. You realize a warm body is a warm body. There aren't any extreme deep qualitative differences, which is why you shouldn't be too extreme about meeting one particular soulmate who's gonna be everything to you. If you were more casual in attitude and not so all or nothing about it, then when your attitude is like this, you might have a better chance of meeting a guy who actually likes you and doesn't see you as a desperado checking off a love checklist on him. How to be feminine according to a chauvinist. Be thin. Have long hair. Talk less. Sit still. Be beautiful. It's called being graceful. Don't use cliches. Don't use sex as a tool, as in threatening to withdraw sex if he doesn't do this or that. Dump feminism. Be yourself. Don't try to keep other people down. Don't use men. Don't reject men as a source of fun for you. Don't insult people. Don't be sarcastic. Don't act like a man. No piercings or tattoos. Get off the smartphone. Don't be an attention whore on social media. What a girl wants. Alpha male. Excitement. Money, material comfort. Romance. Sex. Chapter 2. Women picking up guys. What women want in a man. Eyes are the windows to the soul. Here is what women say they like. Nice eyes. Bigger guys. White shirts. Clean cut. Intelligence and sense of humor. Overall cleanliness. Great smile. Left ring finger, teeth, and smell. Scent. Smell of cologne on a man. Eyes and sense of humor. How he treats his mother. Smile and physique. Things women say they don't like about a guy are: baseball hats. Half bald. Pale skin. Long hair. Bad breath, body odor. Wimpy or femme appearance. Unkempt appearance. Fat. Short in height. Scuffed up, unpolished shoes. Dirty hands, dirty nails. Dirty ears. Long fingernails. Use of vulgar or profane language. Intoxication or drug usage. Poor personal care habits. Cell phone thing in ear. Wearing a Star Wars jersey. Men in relationships. As porn invades the culture, men are finding it easier to admit that they prefer porn and masturbation to a relationship. Many men think women are stuck up anyway. They are brainwashed to want so-called celebrities like BP and GC. Men think they won't measure up to what a woman wants. Many men don't think they can give a woman the dream lover and breadwinner she wants. Women want a lover, a breadwinner, a father. A guy wants to masturbate, eat junk food, play video games, listen to Justin Bieber songs and drink beer. I've been watching Christmas movies lately. They're all about a woman falling in love and getting a guy. Guys, on the other hand, are brought up to do things. Many guys don't need a relationship. Society says we do. Many guys are simply saying fuck it. It's hard just to earn a living. A lot of guys are just trying to pay their bills, much less get into a relationship and get married. It's a tough world with rents so high in the big cities plus the car payment, etc. As an older guy, I got tired of expectations. I came across a number of women in my daily life who thought that Brad Pitt and George Clooney were the bomb, which showed me how brainwashed they were because these two guys are beta males. They're skinny pale actors who have not seemed to have done anything much in the way of tough, original ventures in their lives, but they are touted as cool guys and women fall for it. If I go online, some woman wants me to be like these guys just because they're overpaid, overhyped actors. I don't play anyone's game. I'll be fair with a down-to-earth person, but that's it. Then they got these Asians and East Europeans on blossoms.com and other websites acting all innocent. They had it hard in life. They want economic security. The guy is secondary. They're all cold bitches. I heard some really bad stories about guys getting sucked in bad by these girls. There was one woman who tried to goad the guy into committing domestic violence on her so he could get arrested and she could play the victim and get half of his stuff in divorce plus citizenship papers. They got that loudmouth feminist bitch on the YouTube Young Turks channel spouting off like she's the queen of the world. Men want feminine women, not the I'm all that professional woman acting advanced. I taught at a university for a number of years. I knew that the social sciences was all crap. My mission was to tell people that it was all crap. They have their own nature. That's all they need in life. Everyone around me was a phony though, trying to act like they had deep, advanced knowledge because they had several degrees. It's the way of the world now, a status game based on profession and college education, not who you really are. As an enlightened, free thinker, I see past it all, but the people living in this matrix don't, so I constantly come across women trying to act all advanced and professional. They're not smart enough to realize that that stuff is all crap. I have no respect for these phonies. A guy wants a woman to be feminine and good in bed. That's it. I'm not a talker anymore since I realized most talk is bullshit. I don't like to talk. I like to sit in silence. Men want a soft friend, not some professional woman trying to act fashionable, glamorous, and sophisticated. How an older woman gets young guys. She acts like she knows things about love, life, and sex that she can teach a young guy. There are lots of sugar mamas out there, older women with money looking to take care of some houseboy, gigolo type women pick up guys' advice into a search engine. Vegas is not the sexiest place for women to meet guys. Vegas is strip bars, legal brothels in the next counties with a free limo ride, barkers in the street advertising illegal call girl services. There are a lot of working girls in Vegas. If you're a woman looking for fun and you don't look half bad, go to any Mexico tourist place like PV, Cancun, Cozumel, 3 million cruise ship visitors a year. The Mexican are all over the girls there. Most are harmless, but they aren't shy about coming onto the tourists. Chapter 3. A Feminist Dating Guide. How to get a man as a feminist. Don't go nuts over a guy until he goes nuts over you. Cardinal rule of dating for smart women. A feminist is someone strong enough to know that she can't change who she is and won't, but everybody has to change a bit in the courtship game because you have to put your best foot forward if you expect to score. That's the bottom line. You're not compromising your feminism, you're just being pragmatic. In order to meet Mr. Right, you have to be Ms. Right. You can keep your dignity and independence while being soft. The one thing men can't stand is a hard-nosed bitch full of herself. Be soft but exude an aura such that any guy knows he can't push you over. There's an invisible line of respect. Everybody intuitively knows when it's crossed. When a guy crosses it more than twice in one night or routinely, why waste your time? You're asking for it? Don't be loud and obnoxious with him. Just dump him quietly by not returning his phone calls. The woman is instinctively wired to strive to attract men. She controls the dating action. She chooses the men she's interested in, then flirts with him, but you have to be ladylike. As a feminist, you have to find that middle ground between being a boisterous, in-your-face, man-like character and being a soft ladylike person. You have the power to attract men if you're feminine about it. Psychologists studying the attraction ritual have found that the women who get the most men are the ones who instinctively put the most signals out to men. It's not the beautiful ones. It's the ones who let the guys know with body language and smiles that they're interested, and when they start talking, it's the girl who's nice and easygoing, not the bitchy, uppity one. You're a female. You have the power to be alluring should you want to use it. If you want to attract men, look good, show skin, act happy and flirty. What Really Happened to the Class of '65 was a book that was popular in the early 1980s. It was the true life stories of about 20 people who went to a high school in the upper class part of town in Los Angeles in 1965. Anyway, they had their reunion, and the thing I remember about it 20 years after reading it is that the guys didn't care about all the chicks there following some career, the pompous former cheerleaders or the housewives. They were centered around the one easygoing, approachable, friendly, pretty, sexy-looking, flirty one. I think her name was Liz Menzies or something like that. See, guys don't care about your career success, status as a professional babe, your trendy clothes, your material worth, unless they're gold diggers, your ability to speak eloquently about intellectual subjects, or your feminist attitudes. They want a pretty, nice, soft friend who treats them as though they matter, as though they're archetypal noblemen, and she, the girl, is the dainty princess who appreciates the male attention and laughs at his jokes. It's primal. The feminist revolution has given you the ability to work wherever you want and make roughly the same pay as men, but it doesn't really change the primal mating game all that much. You can think you're all that, go girl, got it going on, goddess, live and large out of the pages of a frivolous women's magazine, and because you're doing all these things that define you as a successful, liberated chick in modern day society, you might think you're a prize and all men should be lining up and feel thankful to go out with you because you're so boss, but all the guy sees is stilted coldness. He doesn't feel needed like a man wants to feel. He doesn't feel inner niceness, only a cold, ambitious chick. I said it before but I'll say it again. Virtually every girl I've ever met thinks she's a warm, nice person even if she's the coldest bitch around. Your perception of yourself is not the same as the way other people see you. If you want guys to come onto you, you gotta get that monkey off your back of corporate pop culture indoctrination of what it means to be a hip, modern day, happenin' babe. You gotta go back to simpler days when you were a simple, unpretentious nice person without all this pretense, attitude, fashion sense, and hair coloring. This is the big lie of modern day commercial society. They sell you all this crap and tell you in a subtle way as opposed to directly that you'll get men this way because they're smart enough to know that they should suggest you're doing it for yourself as a liberated babe, not expressly to attract men. These things will not endear you to real men. Coloring your hair does not enhance your beauty. It's a metaphor for your character. You're denying the real you in your soul and covering it over with this pop culture, trendy crap. Guys are not stupid. They only act that way because it's the stereotype that makes life go easier for them. I don't care if you're feminist. I want you to think well about yourself, to have enough self-respect to live out a life true to yourself as I've written about in the book A Free Spirit's Search for Enlightenment, but be ladylike about it. There was some chick on some show ranting and raving about some highly idealistic intellectual prose and the roots were showing through her colored hair. I wondered to myself if she had a husband or a boyfriend. What self-respecting guy would be with some fake, confused, mouthy battle axe like that? Guys don't want that loud attitude. You can be free and liberated in a quiet way like guys are. The good ones don't go around ranting and raving with attitude. They quietly try to live happy, peaceful lives and are looking for someone happy and peaceful to share it with, not some loud, battle axe feminist with an axe to grind with life in general. If you come off with a dominant, feminist attitude, you will never attract anyone but a wimp who wants a mother figure. If you overanalyze things with men as in trying to figure out their motives, you look stilted and fake. Try to follow your instincts. Just go with your intuition and be natural. If you make the assumption that he's the guy for you before he does, you could be setting yourself up for heartbreak when he leaves you. The guy knows immediately whether he likes you for you or if you're liberated enough to offer him casual sex later. I believe that almost every girl, except for the most stupid, knows if a guy is really attracted to her, but the reason she hangs around with guys who she senses don't really love her is that she chooses to live in a delusion. If you don't want the disappointment of Dudley men, eliminate the guys you sense don't really like you right off. Help a guy along who likes you and you like him. Guys are as insecure as girls when it comes to meeting people and going out. Don't live in a fairy tale delusion. Real guys have human flaws. Everybody's feet stink. There are no perfect Prince Charmings out there. It's alright to think you're a goddess, feminist success, but men don't care. They want a soft friend. If you're a true feminist, stay true to yourself. You can show a guy you're interested in him, but if he doesn't show it back, don't be a doormat. Stop giving him unrequited attention. Sexual aggression doesn't work because all women are insecure just like all men are, so you can't keep the facade up all the time. Being passive doesn't work either. You need a common sense middle ground. You're a happy person as a single who is interested in guys, but if the guy doesn't treat you with respect, you won't take it. The extreme feminists got it all wrong by acting like they don't give a damn about men when they do. The doormats got it all wrong by groveling at the guy's feet to get attention. There's a middle ground of independence, ladylike qualities, and a healthy but not obsessive desire for love. If you're a smart, high-achieving, professional female or see yourself that way, get over the cultural brainwash. Be more real, plain, down to earth. I can't speak for all men, but that professional, done-up look with attitude promoted in women's magazines and on TV has the exact opposite effect in attracting men than you think it does. It turns me right off. It tells me you got a stupid attitude. I'm looking for a friend, not an attitude. If you really like a guy, imitate him, his mannerisms, his way of talking, his attitudes, etc. You have to give a little bit. Most respectable guys are cool. They will give a woman her equal status and want her to have it, but they want softness with it too, not a hard feminist bitch. Keep your feminism quiet. Life is not a protest rally. It's an attempt to be happy. Most women know how to attract a man. It's really very basic. Look as good, young, and healthy as you can without being a vain, over-made-up phony. Books about health are at number 611 to number 613 at the library. Have a friendly, easygoing, playful attitude. Speak with a soft voice. Go to places where there are single, reasonably successful, respectful, good-looking men. Show some guts. You have to get out there, flirt and circulate. Conversation is not that important to men. If a guy likes you, he doesn't need small talk much, so you don't have to flap your gums about innocuous things in order to appear interesting. Don't be too picky. Give men a chance. Befriend them. They might have nice friends. Follow your intuition when dating. If you feel he's a dud, leave. Don't be desperate for a man. It gives off a miserable vibe that men can sense and will stay away. Meet guys anywhere in the real world and in the cyber world as well. Be honest, sincere, and be interesting in a natural way as opposed to stilted and phony. Some people weren't meant for typical love. It could be that you're so feminist that you're independent and tough, and because of this, you're too hard for most men and are probably better off alone. Men of all ages hang out at sports venues, both as spectators and participants. Find a sport or physical activity you like and get involved. Beware of snob sports places like the local elitist golf tennis club. There's usually one in every town. Go where the mainstream people go. Get a manly type of dog to take out on walks. Go to alternatives cultural events. Volunteer somewhere. Get involved in the church, a charitable cause or political cause. Join a car club. Buy a nightclub or a camping store. Move to a small town. Ask your friends to fix you up on dates. Get involved in life out there where you can be seen. Give compliments. Get a job in a man's territory. Buy a motorbike and ride it around. Misandry, women who hate men / androphobia / reverse sexism. It's easy for a woman to be jealous of a man's bigger, stronger physical size and the opportunities available to him. Some women think they're better than men. The truth is that there are very few extremes. A lot of bitch feminists end up marrying guys. They can't hate all guys if they marry one. Maybe that's the problem. They feel unloved, so they blame men for their sadness. I read an article that said there is an entire industry around hating men. It's not just feminism. It's female empowerment, independence, vibrators, and romance novels. Misogynists watch naked women in porn movies when they masturbate. Misandrists fantasize about romantic encounters with hunky men, so even though they hate men in general, they will love an alpha male stud who is willing to be their servant and lick their clit the way they like it. Against misandry.blogspot.com. americansly.wordpress.com/2010/01/03/the-misandry-bubble. anglobitch.blogspot.com. untimisandry.com. articlesAboutMen.com/category/gender discrimination/misandry. abuiseformen.com/misandry/defining-misandry. bigfatfeminist.com. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/misandry. exposingfeminism.wordpress.com/category/misandry. misandry.us. misandry-away.blogspot.com. misandryfeminism.blogspot.nl. my-misandry.tumblr.com. wikigender.org/index.php/misandry. wisegeek.com/what-is-misandry.htm. Dating and feminism. Aren't women prudes if they don't and prostitutes if they do? Kate Millett, 1975. Western girls are so feminist and active like males, which is why Western men like Asian girls. Asian guy. Women have lately been trained to be feminists, but they still got that double standard mental block about being sluts if they come off too sexy liberated, so a lot of them stay sexually conservative. Men should realize this about women and give them some slack. Even though they love sex, many girls still have mental blocks about it, so don't expect every girl to be as free about sex as you. When you get right down to it, past the feminist aura of the New Age era, most women, by a massive majority, harbor the traditional values of meeting a nice guy somewhere, having good times with him where he respects her, going through the marriage ritual, then she becomes the housekeeper in charge of the house, has kids, and gradually gets away from the career route to take care of the family while the husband is the breadwinner. Almost all women under 30 really want this, so keep that in the back of your mind with any girl you meet, no matter how liberated she may appear on the surface. There are some hardcore militant feminists out there, but most are fat and ugly. There are some young party, hedonistic girls out there experimenting with life and sex, looking for a good time, but even they hope to score with a nice guy who'll marry them. Most women want a guy to marry them and take over as the leader of their little family. Men are generally commitment phobic, but a lot of women over 35, especially after being divorced once or twice, are now taking the role normally reserved for the free-spirited guy. They want a guy to come over once or twice a week, have a good time together, then want to be free without the hassles of a full-time relationship. So whereas 20 years ago, this demographic was rare, there is that subclass of women living like that now, happy and single after failed marriages, interested in a casual relationship with a guy or two for transient sexual escapades. The modern man is supposed to be more sensitive than before and treat the girl with kid gloves, and they can handle that you shouldn't be a totally primal caveman, rather an intelligent sensitive caveman. But the problem starts when women try to burn the candle at both ends by being a feminist independent babe who wants to be protected by a strong guy at the same time in the traditional way. This sends men mixed signals, and because a lot of girls are so schizophrenic about it, they turn off to women. Men want feminine women, not feminist women. They don't care how advanced and successful you are. It's fine to be these things, but don't flaunt them in your guy's face when you're around him. Be his friend in a simple, uncomplicated, unpretentious way. Don't be on edge all the time looking for him to belittle you as a woman so you can lash back at him. Go easy with him. He just wants an easy, relaxed time without all the psychobabble. You can be who you are as an independent career woman, but if you want some guy to love you, take the edge off yourself and be more feminine. Let him take the phony edge off that he was brainwashed to be, a sensitive wimp, and let him be more masculine and quiet with you. Some men like to talk, but a lot are too tired after a day of hard work. They just want to quietly enjoy their lover's company. So in conclusion, the guy should be more masculine, less politically correct, and the girl should act both traditional and independent around the guy, but not like a feminist. Be a feminist all you want out in the real world, but when you're with a guy, try to preserve some sense of romance and feminine mystique rather than being a loud-mouthed, liberated babe crusading for your rights. Guys like girls who like sex, but if you're too aggressive about it, it loses some of the aura a man wants about being a solid rock of granite with a soft feminine woman. This is what the modern era has taken away from traditional love, the woman letting the guy step in, be manly, feel needed by her, and the girl responding in turn by acting feminine with a bit of mystique, not so open, worldly, and liberated that the softness, hence the atmosphere for romance, is gone because the guy is thinking she's acting so advanced that he feels coldness in her aura and thinks that she will think he's a corny dud, so he ceases to be romantic with her except for trying for straight equal sex, which is what he assumes she wants when she really secretly wants that sweet old-fashioned romance, but her outer exterior is too liberated to let it show. If you come on too strong and too independent, men don't feel the warmth, so they're not interested. They're not really intimidated, as the feminists like to say, it's just that they want warmth and some sense of feminine softness and vulnerability, and if it ain't there, it don't matter how rich she is, how big her cosmetic tits are, or how bleached her hair is. If she doesn't come across with this intuitive warm feeling of being a nice soft feminine bundle of beauty and joy, real men won't be romantically interested. They might want to have casual sex because they assume you're sexually liberated, but you're not the kind of girl they wanna be with for any length of time as marriage material. Chapter 4. Specialized dating websites for women. Dating websites geared for women. There are a few dating websites where the emphasis is on men to profile themselves. The women have the power to pick men. The men have to wait and see. It is something like that. It seems like a lost cause to me because most men won't wait around for some chick to pick them. Women are favored on all dating websites because the guys are the geeks who go around looking for women. Most of them still want money though, like the big two, eHarmony and Match. OkCupid and POF are free, so everybody goes on them. Bumble.com says that women pick the guys don't pick. Tinder.com, mostly for young people, the woman can reject all the guys she wants. GettyOurGuy.com. IrresistibleToman.com. FindingMRight.net. PickupGuide.com/ladies.htm. ChristianMingle.com, for middle-aged people. SensualityDating.com. GirlDatingTips.com. Divorce dating websites / divorce dating websites. Many people are divorced, so it's not that special a category. Christian-dating-service+.com/dating-after-divorce.htm. DateDivorcedSingles.net. Datingfordivorce.co.uk. Datingfordivorce.co.za, South Africa. Datingfordivorcees.com. DivorceDating.com. DivorceDating.net. DivorceDatingAgency.com. DivorceDatingGuide.com. DivorcedPassions.com. DivorcedPeopleMeet.com. OnlineDatingForSingles.com/divorced_singles.html. Women looking for men. FindLatinMen.com. DatEthanMate.com, hot women looking for men. Women's websites to stalk professional athletes. Go on any celebrity website like BallerAlert.com or People.com to find a celebrity you want to stalk. I saw an ABC News piece where some native Canadian girl from way up north did some weird social media stuff impersonating an NBA player. If a professional athlete has a social media page, just contact them, but then of course you'll be just another gold digger groupie. On one of the MTV Real World seasons, one of the girls, I think her name was Nia Moore, was supposedly writing a book about how to date professional athletes. If you want to date a professional athlete, don't stalk them. There are lots of jobs with any professional sports team. Get a job in the front office and look good. At least you look like a respectable female with a job rather than some random groupie. SBNation.com. NBA.com. NASCAR.com. Major League Baseball. MLB.com. Major League Soccer. MLSnet.com. NASCAR. NASCAR.com. National Basketball Association. NBA.com. National Football League. NFL.com. National Hockey League. NHL.com. Professional Golfers Association. PGA.com. Women's National Basketball Association. WNBA.com. Chapter 5. Dance Cruises Guide. Dance cruises info. Older widowed women go on dance cruises to dance with male hosts. Ballroomdancecruise.com. Cruisewomen.com. dance-today.com/cruise.html. dancingoverthesevenseas.com. dosadoo.com/clubs/gs/default.htm, Square Dance Cruises Incorporated. dynamictravel.com/europe.htm, Cowboys County Dance Cruise. folkdankyinthewater.org. globaldancedirectory.com. paragontravel.com/ballroomdancingcruise. solotravelers.com/ballroomdancingghosted. theworkingvacation.com, they place gentlemen hosts on cruise ships. tozawidhertz.com/dance_hosts.htm, they need gentlemen hosts. Marriage Keepers Cruises. 800-677-4858. marriagecruises.com. Gentlemen hosts. If you're a man and want to be a gentleman host on a cruise ship, contact the following companies. Some might charge a low, reduced fee for staying on the cruise ship, some give you free passage and some might even pay you. Alaska-summer-jobs.com/cruise_line_jobs.htm. allegrodancestudio.com/dancehost.htm, dance host training for the cruise industry. cruisediva.com/gentleman_hosts.htm. cruiselinecareers.com/cruise_ship_positions.html. cruisemates.com. cruisemates.com/article/single/hosts.cfm. cruiseshipjob.com/dancehost.htm. dancefloat.com/roll_of_gentleman_dance_host.html. dazzlehourdates.com/article/try_dancing.htm. ecruiseshipjobs.com/faq.htm. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/cruise_ship_dance_host. jobmonkey.com/cruise/html/gentleman_hosts.html. mustcruise.com/cruise_info/seniors.html. northwestchristianconnections.com/entertainment-1//gentleman_host. smallshipcruises.com/theme/dancehost's.html. smartertravel.com/travel-advice/cruise-host.html?id=14308. theworkingvacation.com. tozawidhertz.com/dance_hosts.htm, they need gentlemen hosts. Gentleman Host Club. Working Vacation Incorporated. 610 Pine Grove Court, New Lenox, Illinois 60451. theworkingvacation.com. If you're a sociable senior man, you can go on cruises almost free to mix it up with the widows.